All right, today we're going to dive into the deep history behind one of our most amazing relationships. We're going to uncover the true origin and purpose of dog breeding. Yeah, we've all heard this phrase, right? It's just one of those things we say. It captures that unique bond we have with dogs, and it feels like it's been that way forever. But was it always about just being friends? How did this incredible partnership really kick off? The answer? Well, it takes us much, much further back than you probably think. To really get this, our journey has to start at the very dawn of human civilization. We're talking way back, in prehistoric times. I mean, let that sink in for a second. Our partnership with dogs isn't just a few centuries old. It started before we even had written history. It's an absolutely ancient bond. So, if you're an early human, where do you even start? Well, the ancestor of every single dog breed you know and love today, it might just surprise you. That's right, the wolf. The whole journey from a wild animal to our loyal partner started with the wolf. Can you imagine? Our earliest ancestors looked at this fierce predator and somehow they saw potential. Just think about the scale of that project. On one side, you have the wild, independent wolf, and on the other, the domestic dog, an animal literally shaped by human hands to live and work with us. It's a mind-blowing transformation. And here is the absolute key to this whole story. This was not an accident. This didn't just happen by chance. From the very beginning, this was intentional. It was completely and totally purposeful. So, if it was so purposeful, what was the purpose? What was the point of it all? Well, it all came down to one thing: work. This is what we call purposeful breeding. Early humans were actively choosing specific traits, kind of like sculptors, to create animals that were tailor-made for specific vital jobs. And what were those first jobs? Well, they were the big ones, the ones that mattered for survival: hunting for food, guarding camps from danger, and herding livestock. I mean, these weren't just helpful chores. In a prehistoric world, this was the difference between life and death. And here's a really fascinating detail. The sources point out that these first dogs were actually eager to do this work. It suggests humans weren't just breeding for strength or speed, but for a cooperative spirit, a genuine willingness to be part of the team. So that brings us to the legacy of all this ancient teamwork. How does this long, long history of work connect to the companionship that we value so much today? Well, that affectionate bond, that idea of man's best friend, it didn't just pop up out of nowhere. It was forged over thousands of years of working together to survive. Our friendship grew directly out of that ancient practical partnership. And this is really the heart of it. That deep connection we feel today has its roots in a time when we were partners in survival. We absolutely relied on them, and you know what? They relied on us too. Which leaves us with a final thought to chew on. We've seen that for millennia, this human-dog partnership was built on a foundation of work. So when you look at our best friends today, it's really worth asking, what is that partnership built on now?